This month, Inside IFC presents the making of the IFC original documentary, Slasher.
I'm gonna say, what do I gotta do? And you're gonna go, what? What do I gotta do with this car, folks? Slash it, slash it, slash it, slash it, slash it.
Slasher is a documentary on a traveling used car salesman nicknamed a slasher for his superior ability to move vehicles off the lot.
There's two reasons why you have a slasher sale. The first reason is, number one, is, of course, to move units. The main thing is to get rid of a lot of your stale merchandise.
My job as a slasher, being a used car salesperson, liquidator, doing these auction sales, people automatically assume whatever I say, whatever comes out of my mouth is a lie.
Born to lie. Born to lie.
The film focuses on one eccentric slasher, Michael Bennett.
Okay, I'm gonna sell 30 cars in the next 3 days.
Okay, you the man.
It's his excitement.
Boom, 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 boom.
Excitement breeds excitement.
What happens when you get excited? Sometimes you let your guard down about your shopping mode. You let your guard down, you get sucked in.
Meet his wife. When you see his wife, you'll know. The guy's a salesman. She's beautiful.
People say, what's a good deal on a car? What's a good... Whatever you think is a good deal. What is a good deal? I don't know. Is it in your budget? Do you like the vehicle? Are you happy? That's a good deal.
Slasher was directed by acclaimed filmmaker John Landis.
Stop filming me.
There are these guys called slashers who are just, they're car salesmen. They're hired guns. Some work for companies that do it. Others work, like Mike is an independent contractor. He's on his own. And he makes a deal with a dealership somewhere in North America, Canada too. And he comes in and stages this event, this 3-day sale.
Slasher is cutting up at Chuck Hut Toyota, armed with the savings chainsaw, slicing high prices on all new and used cars.
And the size and scope of a sale has a lot to do with how much the dealership's going to spend to bring people in.
Possible. Nothing's impossible at Chuck Hut Toyota. Nothing can stop you from getting a car, not even bad credit. Get Slash Cash, the slasher. How does he do it? You want to argue with a man holding a chainsaw?
The single most obnoxious radio commercial that I have ever been in charge of.
It's like a cross between Glengarry, Glen Ross, and the Music Man. You know, it was just nuts. One of the points that Michael Bennett says that's very interesting to me was, he said, you know, people buy cars, they expect to negotiate. You go buy a pair of shoes, you don't negotiate. In our society, you don't say, well, I'll give you $3 for that shirt.
Shake, shake, and take a bite.
Originally, Landis set out to make a film that juxtaposed politicians with used car salesmen. But as shooting evolved, so did his focus.
Still, the film's not this anti-Bush tirade that I was feeling at that moment. Mainly because Michael Bennett himself became so fascinating to me. He's such a complex, interesting guy. And he's like a walking symbolism of what's wrong with capitalism, you know.
I'm just me. I can't help but being me. The car business isn't like this for everybody, but I'm like a total type A personality. Just wound up, so friggin' wound up, like a friggin', even when I'm sitting still, I'm friggin' moving, you know, I'm like, I can't stop. That's why I really drink.
My biggest concern once we got into shooting it was, will he be unsympathetic? Will people not like him? He turned out to be a much more complex fellow. He's not unaware of his own issues, and he has, we learned in the movie, quite a past.
Well, how many beers do you have today?
Just a couple.
A couple of 6-packs?
You worry too much about me. Honey, I'll try and drink more orange juice instead of beer in the morning, okay? Bye. My wife, she always worries about me. Although, she should.
Ultimately, his redemption is that he adores his wife and kids. He is home 6 days a month.
Just want to go home, see my kids, and my wife. The pain in the ass that I am puts up with me.
Whose girl are you?
Daddy's girl.
That's right.
Thank you. I love you.
You're welcome.
She is so sweet. It almost bugs you. Yeah, I'm a lucky guy.
Shooting Slasher proved to be an eye-opening experience for Landis.
So we went to Memphis and we shot this, and it was a very radically different experience for me as a narrative fictional filmmaker, because I was, you know, also it's my first real experience with DV.
I'll sell you this car right here, $1,900. We're gonna cut it in half. Not the car, the price. We're gonna slice it. We're gonna dice it. We're gonna pasteurize it.
I had kind of a conflict with the documentary guys, the company that I was working with, because I wasn't shooting it in an orthodox way, and it was driving them crazy.
A used car salesman. What? All right, reposition.
Gotcha, okay. There you go. No.
It's just you shoot enough material, you're gonna get, and be in the right place at the right time, you're gonna get amazing stuff.
Whether it's $88, $800, $8,000, $10,000 cars for $6,000.
Can't keep up with him, he's moving too fast.
I had about 108 hours, 109 hours of material, and shot in 6 days. And I have to get that down to the 90 minutes to tell my story.
880. Is that close? Is that gonna work? More? Yeah. I gotta take more. How about $88?
Very early, we twigged that we could jump cut Mike, because it not only was appropriate for him, but it's the way he actually is in real life. He is like a constant series of jump cuts.
I know the prices are too high. They're always too high. You're not gonna buy it unless the price is right, right? Right. Simple math. $200 a month times 16 months, that's $12,000. Liars don't figure and figures don't lie. Say, sir, wait a minute. The Slasher's good, but he's not God.
It's just a very difficult way to make a living.
It's not as big as we want it to be, but, you know, it's all about the numbers.
No, not as big as we want it to be. There's no one here.
It's also a very, somehow honest way to make a living.
Let me tell you one damn thing. It's not going real great. Me and you had a deal. You promised me all these sales, and all I can say, you better produce.
Slasher.
Who wants to make a deal? Let me hear those horns.